In recent years, Supreme Master Ching Hai graciously allowed our association members to gather for international seminars. They were joyous occasions as master and disciples reunited to meditate and pray for peace. During her visit to meet with our association members, Supreme Master Ching Hai also spoke of the teachings of past masters and answered the spiritual questions of fellow initiates. Throughout the ages, compassionate, enlightened masters have urged people to surrender to the greater universal power by seeking the divine within, from which all other goodness and happiness follow. This message was echoed again in Supreme Master Ching Hai's discussion, The Story of Chang Tao ling, a Taoist Immortal, Part 1, with our association members on September 2nd, 2008.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
This is English though, yeah, but it's a Chinese story. 本来是中文嘛，翻译变成英文。OK， 强盗灵。这个是故事，有关长道陵。长道陵is a very, very tall, and very vigorous guy. Yeah, his eyebrow is very, very bushy. Yeah, he's about 7 feet tall over. Ooh. And he has a very large and round forehead. Yeah, Chang Tao ling is one of the teacher of the China a long time ago, yeah, in Taoism. Now, on the right foot, he has 7 black dots that connected together. It looked like the Big Dipper, you know, 7 stars in the sky. Yeah. He has a very powerful and long arms that go all the way over his knees. And his knees is, all down there, yeah? And his arms, they go all over down there, over the knees. Wow. And he walk with tiger-like powers, yeah? Very strong. And very fast, like a flying dragon, right? Before he was conceived, the mother of Chang Tao ling dreamed that she saw a giant descending from the North Star. So the Lord of the North Star came to her and gave her a flower. When she awoke the next morning, she smelled still the fragrance in her room, yeah, and discovered that she has conceived a child. Throughout the 10 months of her pregnancy, the fragrance always lingering around her, as long as she has the baby in the womb. Okay. When Chang Tao ling was born, a yellow cloud covered the house and purple mist hovered about his mother's bedroom. Yeah. When he came out of his mother's womb, music and fragrance filled the air, and the room was flooded with bright light that matched the brilliance of the sun and the moon together. I mean, the light is as bright as the sun and the moon combined, yes. So Chang Tao ling was exceptionally intelligent. At 7, he understood the teaching of Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching. By 12, he had mastered the I Ching and the classics of divination. As a young man, Tao ling served his community as a provincial administrator, but he continued to study the art of the Tao. I don't think it's the art, it's the teaching, no. He continued to study Taoism study in this sense doesn't mean that he read books, huh? Study means practice in this sense. He must have like a teacher, enlightened teacher in the Tao path who taught him the method of enlightenment. So, this is mostly when an enlightened master was born in the world. It's similar like that, huh? There are some signs, the light all over the house, or maybe the 7 lotus, blooming, something like that, yes. Or maybe the 7 lotus wasn't manifesting on the earth for the Buddha to walk on, but it could have been in the vision, in his mother's vision, or someone who is in attendance of his mother's labor day. Understand, the day that she gave birth to Sakyamuni Buddha. Similar, when Jesus was born, there were the big star, that guiding the 3 saints came to visit Jesus. Remember? Yeah. So mostly there are signs. Yeah, when a great enlightened master came to earth, there are signs like that. Yeah? Okay. But different signs is not necessarily the same signs all the time. But there's something special, yes, something very elevating, not just for show, something that makes people feel happy, feel elated and enlightened. It's not because it's a sign of heaven, or not because the master so show off. It's just a natural thing. When a light being came into the world, they are accompanied by lights, by flower, by a special fragrance or music, yes? It's not necessarily obvious to everybody who are in the house at that time, but maybe just obvious to some. Yeah? Okay? The people who are endowed with spiritual faculty, or who are probably practicing and who are already enlightened somehow, maybe. Well, not necessary. Sometimes not. Like in your case, sometimes you practice a lot, you meditate a lot, and you're waiting for a master to come, and she don't come. And she come to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, well, it's so difficult to get through my disciples' minds. Oh, please come and tell her a message, yes? Or maybe your little kid, it's only half initiated, but saw master every day, come play with her, tell her things, and you sitting there next to her drooling and waiting and don't see nothing. Because your mind is so full of unnecessary stuff that master had no room to walk in to tell you things. Yeah, it happened all the time, right? Yeah, you know that already, yes. I only ask you so that, you have to confirm with me. Otherwise, you think I'm telling the story. Or some people who don't have this experience think that I'm making it up. Did I make it up? No. Yeah, good. It's true like that, huh? And sometimes the master come to the grocery store owner because you go there shopping every day. And you go home and you don't see nothing. You don't hear master talk. So I had to go and talk to the shop owner who didn't expect anything. And then who got it and then tell you, huh? And then you believe more. Yeah. And sometimes you see the master and you think you imagine. Yeah? Is it true or not? But the grocery store who has never met master before, who could not imagine anything, and he has nothing to gain from me, when he tells you, then you know, oh, that's correct. Something like that. Or tell your family member. Then they believe even more. Yeah? If you tell your family member, sometimes your family member do not believe if they don't practice the Kuan Yin method. So sometimes it takes stranger to tell people about the message. Yeah? Okay? Right. How? OK， 现在再回来我们这个长道令那个长道令故事OK。Chang Tao ling was very exceptional, intelligent, good manner, and understood everything at the young age already. So now one day, while he was meditating, in his retreat. I told you before. I did not read this part yet. You see, I told you he continued to study Taoism. Doesn't mean he read books from Taoism, but he truly studied with a master and practiced meditation to realize the Tao, not to recite the description of the Tao, but to realize, to be enlightened in the Tao power. Okay, now, so one day, you see, naturally now, look at this. One day while he was meditating in his retreat, I did not read the whole story. Today I didn't have time. I read just a little bit in the front, and then I thought it's okay, yeah? So now I'm surprised that they even mentioned what I just told you in the front. While he was meditating in his retreat, a white tiger came to his side. In its mouth was a scroll of sacred scripture. Chang Tao ling knew that it was time for him to leave the world of politics to pursue the Tao. So he resigned his position as a government administrator, and he became a hermit in the mountains. When the emperor heard about Chang Tao ling's retirement, he offered him the title of imperial teacher and begged him to return to the government service. Wow, imperial teacher, the teacher of the king, the teacher of the royal household. Wow. When he forsake everything, he got even a better position. Don't try, huh? Don't try just for that, huh? Don't try to give up your secretary post in the village chief office and then hoping for become prime minister or something, huh? I say, Master, read the story. It inspired me. But the emperor, the king, offered him 3 times. 3 times Chang Tao ling refused. Now, because everybody already know at that time where he meditate on retreat, so he knew that he's not going to have peace staying in that area. So he left and moved to a very, very remote mountainous region of Sichuan. Okay. Over there, the scenery is very, very beautiful and celestial-like. There was a stream that run very deep and crystal water, and the waterfalls cascaded down a beautiful precipitous cliffs. Wow, I wouldn't mind going there. He selected a cave where he could meditate well, learn the art of immortality, and attain the Tao. Immortality. So if we go back there, maybe we still can find him. Maybe he's still there, who knows? Okay, let's go and find him, eh? Okay, here, what does it mean, immortality? Anybody knows? 这个谁都晓得啦，不会死掉。那他还在吗？Huh? He's still there? Because he learned the art of immortality. Is he still there in that cave? Or somewhere in China? Perhaps? Or maybe he immigrated to United States? Who knows? But is he still in the world? All right. So, what is the art of immortality? Yeah? It's the art of learning to know that we are never born and we will be never dead. Yeah? No death, no birth. Because we became one with all things, we became one with the Creator. Yeah, if the creative force in the universe. Okay, now, is it possible to also learn to live forever or very long time? Yeah, for many hundred years or even many thousands of years. It's possible like that. learning the art of not physically dying is also possible. It just, in this story, it means that he has learned not to fear death. Yeah? He has learned to transcend life and death, and he has learned to become one with the level that people realize that there's no birth, no death, and there's no body to begin with. That is the art of immortality. It's not meaning only that maybe he lives forever. It's not necessary even to live forever in the physical world, because we live forever anyway. The physical body is there just for some purposes, and it's an illusion. And when we practice meditation, during meditation time, sometimes we realize it is like that we don't really have a body. But then when we have still the karmic give and take in this world, then we still need the body. So we came back for a while, and then we go back to heaven and come back to the body, and etc., etc. And if you want to live forever, it's also possible. It's just not very necessary.
Thank you for your peace-loving company on today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. Join us again tomorrow for Part 2 of The Story of Chang Tao ling, a Taoist Immortal Part 1. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for healthy living, coming up next, right after noteworthy news. May your spirit glow wondrously in harmony with the glorious music of heaven.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.